Hey, what's going on, people? September 27th, Tuesday. Just spend a few minutes with you. Yeah, I'm on the mend. My knee blew up like a house. So yeah, of course I had to ice it, and it's doing much better today. Although I'm still hobbling and as much as possible elevating it, and quite frankly, spending a fair amount of time laying down so I can get it up above my heart. I'll be fine, but of course, as we get older, it takes longer to mend. Continuing on the personal focus before I pull, because I haven't played any records. I played a couple CDs yesterday. I'll show what those are. But I want to thank my friend Trevor Henderson for sending me I was hoping I'd get a higher resolution, but it turns out he's having some personal issues that he's focused on. So bless him for even sending me that file that you saw. The last two songs of the RAF set with Agent Orange Sunday night. I'm just glad that you can see and hear that I ain't bullshitting. When I tell you about what I do, in my band, we don't fuck around. We burn it down. We do. And I'm happy to say that this week, by today, it should have happened yesterday, because I had put it in the hands of our guitar player, Paul, to complete the order. We got the quote for the RAF vinyl. So we got it. We have the money. He has the parts. So he just needs to upload it and pay it. So hopefully that's happened. It's happening this week for sure, but it hasn't happened yet. So the RAF album is happening. It's very invigorating. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, my knee's going to be all right. But like I say, at my age, it takes a while. Things take a while. So what I play? UI. Unlike Remixes Volume 1. Don't know about the band UI, or if it was a project. I know that when I saw it, partially the way it's, that attracted me. I'll be honest. Sasha Frere Jones is one of the people involved, and for some reason that name rings a bell, although I haven't looked it up again since I played this. But I quite enjoyed this, and it was not one thing. It is these remixes, and some things come up kind of krautrock-like. Other things are, they'll slowly build up into a kind of a motoric type of groove that's not crowdy. And other things are a little more abstract. I like stuff like that. It was enjoyable. A local fellow who I knew from when he worked at the record shop, and turns out he's teaching himself how to play better, has a single CD out, Kyle Jessen, for Mikhail Kalashnikov, through small local label Gertrude Tapes. This is saxophone solo, and Kyle is doing the avant-garde approach to it. Sound, mostly trying to create sounds with the saxophone. I think he's going to get good at this, and I've already talked to him. I think he'll get good at this. Okay, this is a beginning. Some folks are all being real, oh, it's really great and stuff, because they want to be encouraging. Oh, I want to be encouraging, but I want to be real, which is Kyle has something started here, There's certain aspects of when he blows very gutturally that are convincing. But I can hear that it's just the beginning. So I wish him the best as he works on his craft. Dave Newhouse has been in my thoughts because the Muffins box is done and he's been showing it and it's impressive. But even beyond that, are just for some, well, I hadn't played this in a long time. The first Manna Mirage release, Blue Dogs. I'm on the 2 albums after this. I'm not on this one, so I had to go back and say, okay, this is lovely. And Canterbury Bells, the way it starts off, is great. It's great. I love this music and I love our relationship. You know, my honest feedback all along has been like, as a person who can play drums and is really into drums, on some of these recordings, some of the drumming is just like, it's just not up to, it's like that needed to be tighter. And that's just, it's not a put down, that's honest feedback. And thankfully, things have gotten better, you know. Having Sean Rickman play on tracks, no offense to anyone, I know it's really easy for people to get offended by not understanding what a person means. I'm talking about the quality of the music. I'm not dissing anyone. Get that straight, people. We need more honesty in this world. I'm just not going to talk about too much of anything except I'll mention that it is cool and very interesting what NASA is doing with their deflecting that meteorite, or attempting. We'll have to see how much it changed the orbit or the trajectory. I guess it takes about a week. That's cool, but there's so much messed up otherwise that I can't get excited about that. It just makes me suspicious, because my suspicions about large events and the government tend to turn out to be unfortunately true. It's like, if they're talking about that and doing that publicly, something's up, and they're not going to tell us. It's my perspective, and whatever anybody else tries to say, oh, Dereck, I'm not listening to you. I don't listen. I trust my gut and I pay attention through my own perception, because 7 out of 10 times it's right. So that's how I feel about that. And the other mess that's going on, it's just a mess. A few nights ago I put this on. It was one of those nights where I was restless. I think it was Saturday night after my show in Lincoln. I had to go to bed, but I still wasn't tired, so I put this on. Paul Winter Consort, Spanish Angel. And this is live. There's an audience. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There are some of the compositions on here are so, what I consider light or just like wallpapery, that it's like, I don't get it. Except that it seems to be for people who can hardly handle real music. That's the way. But overall, it was lovely, beautiful music. I love this. I love beauty. Along those lines, here's another one that I played a while back. Bernward Koch, Flowing. This would go under New Age. Like I keep telling you, I don't like that term. It doesn't mean good things to me. It was a crappy marketing ploy. I didn't like it. You know, I don't like it at all. But this musically is nice. And it was originally put out on the Erdenklang label out of Germany that has associations with progressive rock originally. So some of the flowing keyboard synthesizer tracks on here are very nice, and then others are totally background music, total elevator music. But again, as a working musician, I understand that, you know, some people are willing to do that or don't mind doing it to pay the bills and to get their records put out, you know, to make something that's inoffensive and real easy to digest. And you kind of hear what's on my mind, don't you? Let me leave it at that. So I'm on the mend. If you haven't watched the last couple of videos, watch please. Check out my band RAF. We destroy. I was just talking to the fellows yesterday about we've never toured, never. And at this point, I would not tour like most bands tour because I am done with sleeping on people's couches. And the fact that RAF has never toured means that we would have to start at the bottom, most likely. I'm not doing that. But I'd be curious, I'd be interested to be playing places outside of Omaha where people could see and experience the rush of what we do. It's a well-established thing that people say about RAF here in Omaha, that you don't want to follow those guys. You don't want to go on after RAF. And again, Sunday night was true. You know, when I was got off stage and was talking to Sandy Hansen. He's the current drummer with Agent Orange and was originally with the Adolescents in their early days. And he said, man, you know, you guys, he said, we really got to, I forget what the words exactly were, but he said exactly what I said. Yeah, okay, we have our work cut out for us, you know. Yeah, you have to come through. And they played hard, you know, they did, because, you know, if you're going to come after us, you better bring your A game. It was a great night. Okay, folks, I'll stop. Hey, family. Hey, everyone. Take care now.